We're doing some video testing with the SPDS today here in Harlem, New York, Morningside Studios.
Trust me. 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 Tr The maple kind, yeah. The maple kind, yeah. The maple kind, the maple kind, the maple kind, the maple, the maple, the maple kind, the maple kind.
Yes, indeed. Wow, what a time! What a time! That intro video is kind of old, as you can see. I'm nicely seasoned here now with the grays and everything like that. But those were fun experimental times. Shout out to Sean Winters, who helped me set up the projector setup. Welcome to number 3 out of 12. I am your educator and friend e-cussionist, tapping in with you on YouTube. Let's see here. Yes, indeed. I hope that you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys are in the chat and if it's a go. Otherwise, we're going to keep on going. I am seeing, I was seeing a notification on my computer screen, so we're good to go. Anyways, last week we talked about the names of the drums. We talked about the importance of call and response and its place in improvisational music. We also talked about the history of drumming a little bit. We talked about some people that you should Google. I'm going to mention them again because they are the founding fathers of this instrument that we call the drum set. At one point in time, it was called the multiple percussion set. At one point in time, it was called the trap kit. At one point in time, it was called the tubs. It's been known by many names. But people like Zutty Singleton, people like Baby Dodds, people like Big Sid Catlett, people like Kenny Clark, Max Roach. I could continue to go on, but these earlier names are some people that helped actually create the way this is set up. Baby Dodds helped single-handedly usher in the low boy into the hi-hat. And this is a long, rich history from which many African-American drummers have contributed their whole life to mastering and making this what it is today. So, one thing that really helps me is, and I'm going to make a non sequitur now and go into some technical stuff. One thing that really helps me is counting. For those of you who are just joining me that are beginner drummers, we all know now, after a couple lessons ago, I spoke about dancing your rhythm. So putting your feet on 1 and 3 and your hands on 2 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and so forth. And what I just did there was count, and the importance of counting is so massive, so massive, because there's really no other better way to keep track of all the beats than to count. And our job as a drummer ultimately is to just keep track of all of the beats that we are presenting in that musical moment. So it's really important that we know how to count, and that we know how to count really well. One of the things that I want to introduce is this counting system of using ands for the upbeats and using E and for even faster beats. So, for instance, look at my feet and look at my hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I want to add a beat, I'm going to add an and beat, an upbeat. So here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and those are called eighth notes. Eighth notes. So it's simple math here, right? Quarter notes. If we start to count at any tempo, quarter notes would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and the next subdivision faster are 16th notes. So I'm going to use my foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So 1 is the downbeat, E is the first 16th note, and is the 8th note, and then is the last 16th note. So slower, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Also, there's the triplet. So there's the pullette. So triplet, 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 triplet. So I'll start with a quarter note on the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can put a triplet in there. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 and 2 E and a 3 triplet, 4 E and a 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4 triplet, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and a 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 E and a 4 and. So I just went back and forth between all the different subdivisions, well, a few different subdivisions that we can play over this quarter note pattern. And we can spice some things up a little bit, and we're going to count the whole time so that we can keep track of all the beats, because this is a really, really good habit to get into. Eventually, once you become a professional, it doesn't look so good if your mouth is always moving while you're counting, while you're playing. It can be distracting, it can be unprofessional, but we're always counting, even if we aren't like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You know, we can count under our breath. There's a subtle, more fly ways of doing it. So I'm going to play a little bit here, and I'm going to count. So like that, I'm counting, I'm keeping track of the beats. You could see I even lost track of my beats, but I didn't lose a beat. So when counting, even if you lose track of your own counting, as long as you don't mess up the actual dance of the beat, the essence of the groove, then you'll be fine. Quick piece of input. This is just for all levels. Don't worry about your mistakes. Try not to judge your mistakes too hard, So much to the point where you mess up because now you're thinking about how you messed up. If you don't judge what you play as much, but you continue to listen to whom you're playing with very, very deeply, you will find a way. That's for another lesson, is the different techniques in listening that we can use and implore on the bandstand. I've been working on some really, really cool beats for some people who have asked for different countings. And I'd like to show you what it's like when we add different time signatures that are not just 4/4. 4/4 being the time signature that is the most common to play in. 4/4 being there's 4 counts for the measure, and the way that we count it is in quarter notes. So the top number, the numerator, is the amount of beats in the bar, and the bottom are the denomination. So 4 beats and 4 quarter notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/8 would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it would be 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I just counted 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I change my counting to match the new subdivision, that's like playing in a different time signature. So this is 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 5 E. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 5 E. 1 E and a 2 E and 3 E and a 4 E and a 5 E. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 5 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 5 E. 1 E and a 2 E, 3 and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 3, 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So just some examples of counting, going back and forth between different subdivisions. Let me break that down again for you guys. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's one bar of 4/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. That's 4 bars of 3/4 time. It wasn't 3/8 though, because I was counting in quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Eighth notes would be 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 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 and so 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So when you're dancing and when you're playing, you're usually not counting. But when you're learning music and when you're starting to play drums, it's super important to just get some breath and get some articulation around this counting thing. Because once you start getting into more complex musics, super important that you're confident in your counting and you know how to interpret what you're hearing. We're going to get more into different complex time signatures further on down the line, but just wanted to give you guys a kind of a crash course into counting, what it looks like when you're counting, when I'm counting, and how you can keep track of the beats, because ultimately that is what our job is. So yeah, what we're going to do, I'm going to jam a little bit for you guys, and we're going to do some call and answer. I'm going to play 4 bars of something, and then you guys are going to have some space to play 4 bars of something else. All right? Here we go.
Let's do a little call and answer now. I'm gonna play something, and you guys can play it back. Play whatever you want back, in the 4-bar gap that I give you.
Two, three, four. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. Two. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for letting me study with you. And I will be back next Wednesday at 3 Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be preparing some things to look at, some visuals, as well as go over everything that we've been going over. Talk about the greats, talk about some techniques, show you a little bit of my process, and continue to do call and answer. All right? Appreciate you guys so much. Tune in with me next week at 3 p.m. Have a great day.